Hello, everybody. My name's Isaiah, and today I'm going to be looking at Alonzo Wade. So I haven't watched much TCAP for a while, probably a couple years since I saw this guy. So it's going to be more of a reaction. But straight away, he's wearing a hat. He's coming inside. He's trying to remain anonymous. Anyone in the front yard and in the street who's seen him come in, they can't see his face if he's wearing the hat. So he's obviously not wearing it to block out the sun because it's a cold winter's night. He's also got something in each hand. Now, I would heavily advise against that if you're entering a premises and you don't know who's in there. You're gonna want to be able to defend yourself. So it's one of those rare situations where a predator really is coming in with no defensive strategy or no quick defensive reactionary strategy. He's got something in each hand. He's going to have to quickly drop them to react to anything, and that's a second. And that second could be the difference between you defending yourself and you not. So, yeah, he doesn't really know what's going on. So, heavily advise against that for anyone going to a premises and you don't know who's in there or behind the door. So he's walked in. Let's see what's going to happen now.
Come on in, man. I just whacked my toe on the banister. Where are you?
Yeah. See, this is weird. So she's limping here. She's acting out the whole thing, but he can't even see her. So why does she have to act like she's limping here up the stairs? There's a guy standing here. Is that Chris Hansen? I think so. And it's so gross and such a turn off too when she goes on Deb. What's her name again? Deb something D something. Can't remember. It's been so long. She's always like, oh, I'm bleeding all over the ground. It's like I've been shot. I stubbed my toe. It's just gross. Like that would put off a pedophile almost, I think.
Hit my toe on the banister. I gotta go get a band-aid. Now I'm bleeding. I'm gonna get shot if I lay on the rug.
What's going on, man? I'm gonna get shot. Parents gonna kill me. Oh, this picture here. This just reminds me so much of Jeff Stacey. Just reminds me so much of Jeff Stacey. Speaking of Jeff Stacey, that Vincent dude, whoever he is, that idiot, strike down like a heap of my videos over the last year, whenever it was. They came back, but some of them didn't. Like my Jeff Stacey part 1 never came back. So can someone contact that moron or tell me how to contact him? Because yeah, why Chris decided to hang out with that guy, I will never know. Like he just reeks of loserism. Just when you look at him, you just know straight away, like, yuck. Like, don't hang out with him. Don't do business with him. And his name's Vincent. I don't really like that name anymore after Vincent Ambrosio. And that whole Vincent HVP as in Hansen versus Predator, that whole issue with him not getting his sting released. And as soon as Chris said he was hanging out with a guy called Vincent, I was like, nah, this guy's bad news. And what do you know? Bad news. Chris fucked up. Should not have hung out with that guy. So, Vincent, can you somehow get back on and release my video, please? Or the videos you still have. Thanks.
Hang out at the bar for a second. I'll be right back down, alright? Alright. Sorry.
Because we were out in the country, these guys in some cases had to drive a couple hours or more. And Alonzo Wade was one of those guys. He turns towards the door and he's doing something with the zipper. Now, I still to this day don't know exactly what his plan was. He might have been...
I know. Pulling down his zipper and whipping out his cock.
And getting ready to go outside to relieve himself, or he might have, been plotting something else. But he did pull down his zipper before he turned around and walked to the bar. How are you tonight?
So what he's definitely doing here, he's pulling down his zipper, he's going to whip out his dick, or start playing with himself. And I reckon he was locking the door here. Now that is very, very scary. He's probably coming here to see, how does this door work? Can I lock it? Is there a key I can somehow find to lock it with a key and pull the key out and then put that key somewhere? Like I've got a door at the moment where you actually have to lock it. It can only be locked with a key. So we lock it with the key and then I just put the key somewhere. But you got to be careful because, if there's a fire or something, then, oh shit, you got to find the key before you can get out of the house. So maybe he's just coming to see, can I lock it without a key? Am I going to need a key? That's pretty, so yeah, he's a predator, he's trying to lock the door. But the more you think about it, the more scary and sinister it is. He's trying to lock her in with him. What's he going to do to her? What's his plan? It's pretty scary. But here, look, he's completely shocked. Like, Chris has just come out. He's like, oh, fuck, what's going on here? He's turned around and he's seen Chris. And this is really kind of you can imagine now the adrenaline's pumping, the fight or flight response is activating. He's probably thinking, whoa, what's going on? Is this guy going to attack me? Is it his dad? Is it a cop? It's all coming through his mind now. I've spoken about it many times before. What's going to happen?
Do me a favor and
and straight away he knows. He's trying to cover his unzipped zipper. I'm just gonna turn this volume up. And I love how he's like, what? Like as in like by him saying what in response, it's kind of like the person asking the question to him, what are you doing, needs to explain themselves. Like, what? Why are you asking me what I'm doing right now? When in actual fact, he's in this person's house. They have a right to ask him what he's doing. Like, he shouldn't be shocked. He shouldn't think, whoa, hang on, why are you questioning me? Well, yeah, they are questioning you. You're in someone's strange house. This is probably the person who lives in the house. What are you doing, mate? You should reply, well, I'm sorry. Reply with what you're doing. But yeah, he's trying to act like, whoa, what's the problem here? He's trying to act all cool, act like nothing's wrong. And he pulled down his shirt here a bit at the front. You can see he really pulled it down there. He doesn't want to do up the zipper because it's kind of sus. So he's probably trying to hide it now. If Chris came out like a few seconds later, he might have actually pulled it out. And we might have seen him lock the door, do whatever. He could have gone outside to take a piss. He might have realized, oh shit, I need to take a piss, whatever. There might be a weapon in there. I don't know. Not his cock being the weapon, but nah, there wouldn't be a weapon. Like, you'd never know. You never know.
Put a seat right around that stool.
Yes, sir.
Now, what were you doing with your pants there when you were headed towards the door? Were you hiding something in your pants?
And he's really trying to think now, how's he going to explain himself? He's definitely locking the door, whipping his dick out. I'm trying to read his hat here. I can't really understand it. It looks like it's a fish. I plan no fish. Wait, something no fish. I'm not sure.
No, there ain't nothing. Look, I'll show you everything.
Well, I don't. You can see everything.
I'll show you everything. I didn't need to see everything. Chris is great when it comes to those kind of sexual jokes. He's fucking hilarious. And, he's standing up there, I'll show you everything. At that point, it kind of sounded like, I'm going to show you everything. I'm going to whip my dick out and show you. But what was he trying to show? What was he going to show him? As in, like, pull his pockets out? Yeah, I think so. But, Chris hates it when the predators go near their pockets. He's always worried about weapons, guns, knives. In this case, his middle weapon, his third leg is a weapon. There's always things to be worried about on Chris's behalf.
Well, now my zipper came down. Excuse me.
And this smart guy, he's trying to be smart here, but it's the stupidest thing. So he's trying to say here that when he stood up just then, the zipper came down. Like, no, that's not how it works, mate. Chris is not going to buy that. No one's going to buy that. Well, now that I've stopped, now my zipper's come down. I've got to do it up. So that's his excuse. So his brain is firing any way he can kind of save face, come back from this disaster situation he's in. He's trying to just chip away. But little does he know that this is the start of a hard line of questioning from Chris.
Well, you brought quite the selection tonight.
Yes, sir.
What do we have here?
Well, that's mine.
All of this is yours.
Yes, sir.
A lot of these guys are just trying to do their best to get out of a bad situation. So they're trying to make up their story on the spot. Alonzo Wade tried to tell me that this alcohol was for him. And you just thought this would be a nice warm place to drink it?
Well, no, sir. I was talking to her online. She invited me over.
Yeah. And who is she?
Oh, what is it? Her online name? Bush Girl.
He's acting like he doesn't know it, but he was definitely the whole way driving here, the whole 2 hours saying, oh, whatever her name was, Bush Girl. Oh, Bush Girl, Bush Girl. Cannot wait to see Bush Girl. Oh, I wonder what Bush Girl. He knows her name. Don't act like you don't know. Don't act like it's not a big deal. It's a big deal. You've been so excited to see her. You've been talking to her for however many hours. Look, he's so happy. And I wonder what these alcohol companies think about this product placement here. You know, it's not the best thing for a pedophile to be drinking a drink. Like, for example, what's that drink called? That lemon drink. I can't remember what it's called. Yeah, like I'm not going to get that drink anymore because it's been on the show. So actually, these drinks have a reason to be upset at the predator for buying it because I'm not buying those drinks after the predators bought it. Definitely not.
Or something like that.
Bush sucks, girl.
That's it.
That's it. And who are you?
Alonzo Hampton Wade. I'll show you my ID.
Alonzo Hampton Wade. And Alonzo, how old are you?
It's a very nice name, Alonzo Hampton Wade. It's very proper. Like Hampton Wade is, you know, kind of like it reminds me of like an American president. But that first name, Alonzo, it's just so out of place. Like some kind of Italian like name. It's like Alonzo Hampton Wade. Just the first name does not suit the last two names.
40. I told her how old I was.
And how old is she?
She told me she was 15.
15.
Yes, sir.
So he's being pretty honest here, which is a surprise. You know, you always get people saying 18, and then Chris just comes back and says, you know, I've got the chat logs. So he's decided to be honest here in terms of his communication with the girl, their ages, and, you know, him bringing drinks and everything. Obviously, the drinks were for her, but he's trying to say, you know, he was going to drink all the drinks, you know, but you can lie to yourself on the spot and say, you know, I was going to drink it all. You know, you can't really disprove that. So, you know, he's chosen this route to defend himself here. So let's see how it goes.
I just wanted a place to drink. I wasn't going to do nothing.
You didn't have any place to drink, so you thought you'd come here.
Yes, sir.
Just to hang out and drink.
Yes, sir.
And you're going to drink?
No, some of that was going home with me.
Some's going home.
Oh, yeah.
Were you going to give any to the 15-year-old?
Oh, no. I don't do that.
And
I got a 15-year-old daughter myself.
You've got a 15-year-old daughter yourself?
Yes. I just wanted a place to sit and drink.
Why couldn't you drink at home?
Well, my daughter's got her friends there, and I don't like drinking at friends.
Why didn't you just drink at home? Well, now that you mention it, that was probably a better idea. The weirdest thing about this is, you know, he's brought in all these drinks. He's not going to drink them all. He's just going to take them back. So why bring all these drinks in the house? Like, if you know you're only going to drink, like, I don't know how many, 3 6-packs or something, 18 drinks. If you know you're going to have, like, 5 drinks, why bring in 18 drinks? Just leave the rest in the car. It doesn't make sense. His story's already reaching dead ends. It does not make sense at all.
So you thought you'd come over here and drink in front of another 15-year-old
No.
girl who's not your daughter?
No, that's not mine.
Another flawed idea. So he didn't drink at home because he didn't want to drink in front of 15-year-old girls. So he would just come to this house and drink in front of this 15-year-old girl. Does not make sense at all. Yeah, he's fucking up. He's gone from like an okay start to, you know, building some ground, you know, having some kind of a defense, to just straight away falling off the cliff. You know, he's not drinking at home because he doesn't want to drink in front of minors, yet he's come here to drink in front of minors. Doesn't make sense. And you know, in his face right now, he's thinking like, fuck, I fucked up. It looks like it nearly says, I fuck, not fish. It's so annoying because sometimes I go to the comments and then straight away, top comments like what it says. And I'm like, oh, that's it. But I can't read it.
Intentions. My intentions was to not... Well, yeah, my intentions was to drink.
My intentions was not... And then you realise, fuck, yeah, wait, that contradicts what I said just a minute ago. I was going to drink 5 beers or whatever. So yeah, it's going downhill from here now. Now that's a really creepy little painting there. It's like a girl. It's long black hair with like big eyes and a little like sword or something. It's kind of a creepy thing. And you got a creepy little like witch house back here, like a clock or tower or something with things dangling off it. It's a creepy little thing.
15-year-old girl.
Yes, I see what you're saying.
Does that make any sense?
No.
So why don't you tell me why you were really here?
To drink.
To drink.
Yeah.
All right. So now let me ask you this. You're here in this house where you believe a 15-year-old girl is home alone. You bring the booze into the house.
Right.
How would you feel if while you're over here, some 40-year-old guy is at your house bringing booze to your 15-year-old daughter and her friend?
Probably the same way you feel
You're
right now.
pissed off. You know what would have been great is if Chris Hansen and NBC, they had it all planned out and they say, well, Alonzo, this is the bad news. And they bring this TV out and it's some old fat dude just drinking beers with his daughter, drinking beers with his daughter's friend. Oh, that would be fucking hilarious. You know, they could take it a step further but yeah, obviously not. But it would be so fucking good. Oh, imagine if they did that. Imagine if they could have foreseen that and just said to the daughter, "Look, your dad's a pig," and she's like, "Yeah, I know, he's a pig." So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play a little prank on him. He's meeting some other girl. We're bringing in one of our producers here. His name's Vincent. He's gonna have some drinks with you. Just be careful. He's a bit of a weirdo. He might try and fuck you. But yeah, oh, it's so funny.
You tell me.
I'm saying probably the same way you feel right now.
So why is it okay for you to do it?
It ain't. I don't know why I did it. I just wanted to party, that's all.
So just party.
I'm
And
here
there's no
to party.
40-year-olds to party with.
Well,
Nobody who's grown up who you can party with in the whole
Go to
state of
drink.
Ohio.
Well, I didn't say the whole state, but go where I'm from.
Alonzo Wade tried to tell me that he was not there to have sex with
Pretty
you.
smart. So Chris has got him to admit what he's doing is wrong. So you know you've got an admission of guilt for the drinking, that is, and you got an admission that he's doing the wrong thing, but he still hasn't got him to confess and talk about what was in the chat log, which would have been sexual conduct, other sexual things. So he'll probably get onto that now.
Now, at some point, he cracks a little bit and says, "Well, maybe he would." And I say to him, "Well, what is it? Yes, no, maybe so."
Oh,
It
I remember
appears to
that.
be clear from this transcript that you
Yeah.
are open to the idea of having sex with this girl.
No. Well, appear yes. Would I? No. Or maybe.
That's it. Why did he say or maybe? All he had to do was stop there. No. That's it. End of interview. He looks, there's something he could maybe salvage from this, but he's just admitted he might have sex with a minor. Oh, that is a massive fuck up. And, he's had this hand on his face here the whole time, a defensive strategy, trying to separate or create some kind of shield and separation between him and Chris. He's uncomfortable, the arms blocking the chest. He's just gone downhill. Ever since that moderately strong start, it's just gone downhill completely.
All right. Maybe.
What is it, Alonzo? Yes, no, maybe so.
Maybe.
That's a great
Maybe. So
one of
maybe.
the greatest quotes from Chris. Like a top 10, 20. Chris has a lot of good quotes. Like just from the top of my head, 2 years ago when I was actually making these videos, I would have been able to just spit out a few, but yeah, he's got so many good quotes. He's really good under pressure situations like these to be funny. I can't remember if he was pretty funny in the Hanson's vs. Predator. I think he was still funny. Like when, what did he say to... Oh yeah, when he said, "Hey, boo," to that guy. What's his name? The gangly guy. He looked a bit like Mr. Burns. That guy who came in and he called him, "Hey, boo." That was hilarious. But Chris has this innate humor that's inbuilt into him and ingrained into him, which makes him so good for this.
You would have had sex with this girl.
Maybe. If she wanted sex and I was drunk enough, I'm not going to say I wouldn't.
Oh.
I'm not going to say I would.
Did you?
I can't say what I would do when I'm drunk.
So now he's going down the route, we can't predict the future. No one knows what's going to happen. But in doing that and in taking that route of defense, he's inadvertently said that it is a possibility, though. So by saying, anything could have happened, you're still introducing that idea of it is possible that he would have slept with the minor. So, yeah, it's going downhill from here.
Well, I got to tell you
What else
that
can you do?
I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC.
You can't really
I
get...
understand.
And we're doing a story on adults going on the internet
Right.
trying to hook up with teens.
Right.
Now,
See the cameras coming in and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. He's trying to act... He's almost acting like, yeah, I know, yeah, the cameras are coming in now. Yeah, of course they're coming in. We can see. They're just encircling him, coming in.
Finishing the interview, I say, what do you think should happen to you?
I should go to jail.
Put it down! Put your hands in the air! Turn around! Turn around! It's Monday morning
wow,
in
they've got the
Greenville,
court case too.
Ohio's criminal court.
You attempted to engage in sexual conduct with a person
Yep,
who was
as I assumed, he's got the balding spot at the top, receding hairline, trying to salvage a bit at the front, so he's wearing the cap for that. He looks like, if you've ever seen I'm trying to think, I don't know the actor's name, but if you've seen Hulk, the Hulk that, what's his name? What's his name? Eric Bana. Eric Bana played Hulk, and the bad Hulk, the enemy in the movie, which was Eric Bana's dad, that looks a lot like him here. That's exactly what he looks like before he turns into the evil Hulk.
13 years of age or older.
Now we check on the 17 men arrested after they left our undercover house. They've been sitting in jail
These
over
are
the
all the
weekend
predators.
waiting for a...
Imagine, I don't know what sting this was, but after the first one or couple, when people didn't really know what was going on in the show, after Chris Hansen spoke to you, you'd probably just think, okay, I'm going home. I might be mocked on TV, but I guess I'm going home. Imagine Alonzo, 2 hours driving home. It'd be pretty fucking depressing.
A judge to set bail.
Mr. Wade will set bail at $7,500 cash surety of property.
And are almost unrecognizable in their prison stripes. Here's the family man who made plans online to take the virginity of a 15-year-old.
Did you bring anything with you tonight? Such as?
Condoms.
Yes, I did.
His mother...
And his mum's like a lawyer or something as well, or his dad's a cop and his mum's a lawyer, so that might be his mum there, kind of identical looking.
A prosecutor from another county is representing him.
He has absolutely no failures to appear whatsoever in any court anywhere.
So
how fucking depressing, being made fun 14 years later by some random dude in Australia. Like, did he know that? Look at him there. 2006, whatever year it was, 14 years later, people will still be laughing at you. Can you imagine that? He doesn't know, does he? Like, I'm laughing at him right now, and so are you guys. It's crazy how much, like, one decision, well, it's more than one decision. He had, every second he was talking to the girl, he decided to keep talking to her, and he decided to drive there. All these decisions, he could have turned around and, logged off, said to himself, this is wrong. That's what people say. Like, there was this one article I was reading about how this lady and the guy that raped her do like a TED talk or something. And they were saying like, she forgived his mistake. And I'm thinking like, he didn't make one mistake. He made millions of mistakes, because every second, every action, every neuron that fired in his brain was an action that he could have not done, every second of the rape he did, or when he was walking away from her, when he was walking to her, when he was planning it, they're all actions that were mistakes. So it's not just one action that was a mistake, it's many actions. Like the mistake I made when I didn't buy toilet paper. So I'm like nearly out of toilet paper right now. So I've been resorted to having to think of maybe driving to a Macca's or something to take a shit later, because I've only got like not much left. So I'm going to have to get up at like 7 like a loser, line up outside a supermarket to get one roll of toilet paper, because it's just ridiculous, this whole toilet paper thing. But otherwise I'll just have to wash my asshole then, I think.
Has absolutely no failures to appear whatsoever in any court anywhere.
So we'll set bail at $2,500 cash surety of property.
This is the man who made a half-hearted attempt to stab himself with a pen. He made plans online for sex.
That is half-heartedly. That's a no-heartedly response. The pen actually hits his neck and stays there for a second or two. Like
half-hearted attempt to stab himself with a
so
pen.
Here he is. Grabs a pen.
Made plans on.
Pen's at his neck.
Online.
Pen's still at his neck. Pen's still at his neck. Now they get rid of it. The cop was probably like, oh shit, I should have let him kill himself, Less paperwork. Oh no, it's probably more paperwork, but...
Sex with a deep...
Look at that terrible posture, this guy. And he reckons, so he's come out in the community recently, and he reckons that, oh no, I just had a sore throat, I was sick, that's not my voice. that's the biggest lie. Like, you have a high-pitched voice. It was interesting, though, him answering some of the questions. It's on the Temple of TCAP. For those of you who are not aware, there's a forum. I don't think people use Reddit or Facebook, more of the actual forum, Temple of TCAP. So if you go there, you'll see Jeff Stacey answer all these questions, which is pretty cool. But I think he got a bit scared towards the end and kind of backed off. It was a bit too much.
Boy posing as a 15-year-old.
You ask her if she's horny. What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that? It's a question.
Ask if she does anal. It's a question.
I'll set 7,500 cash surety or property. And
The sixth grade.
They're probably like to him here.
I'll set
It's like, oh, he's got a pad. Be careful, guys. Look, this cop's so close. Like, don't let him stab himself. Don't let him kill himself. Look how he's got to sign this document. Do you reckon this cop's really close to him because they know, he might kill himself? Or does every prisoner, are they in handcuffs now and they have to sign like this? Like,
cash surety or property.
how are you meant to sign a document like that?
The sixth grade teacher who admitted he has a problem.
You've actually seen our previous programs on computer predators. I didn't think I was a predator.
In Ohio, there's also a limitation that you can't live within 1,000 feet of school. Let's set bail at 2,500 cash surety or property.
And the repeat offender.
Who's that?
I'm stupid. I'm weak.
That's him.
I have no intentions of having sex with her. In respect to the courts, I'd ask for an OR because I'm going to jail on Thursday anyway.
I think I'll ensure that you make it back to Judge Wolliver's court in Springfield. I'll set bail at 100,000 cash surety or property.
That's right. He had to go to court for something else. Anyway, I'm getting off track here. Nice. Hopefully everyone's going well. It's nice to chat to you all again. Leave a comment saying, whatever, if you want me to make videos or anything. I was just kind of bored tonight. I got back from wherever I was at. Anyway, take care, guys. Until next time, see you then.